Up next, the goal is to get better each and every time they take the floor, continuing to build their chemistry and connection. The unspoken bond that yields victory. Coming up next on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And coming right up, we'll see this home squad playing against the visiting team. Checking out the visiting team. After splitting their first 2 games of the season, tonight's game gives them a chance to get their record over the 500 mark and maybe get a little momentum on their side. And the trend continues, Shaq. Some first-round rookies being asked to play big roles early on.
You know, player development has changed quite a bit. You know, the organization fans, we want immediate returns now.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on these young players, Ernie, when they're coming into the league. Some rise to the occasion, but others fold under the weight of their expectations.
That'll do it for us for now. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. On Monday, then on Tuesday. Now it's ended down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
For most teams in the NBA, success starts at the top. The challenge for owners, most of whom don't come from basketball backgrounds, is picking the right person to entrust with roster decisions. That skill set is hard to evaluate sometimes, but getting that first decision right can sometimes make all the difference. Kevin?
It sure can. All right, DA, thanks. Conference rivals in this one, Doris. A regular season game that will likely have that postseason feel.
And we are the beneficiaries of what could be a playoff preview. You never know, obviously, how things are going to shake out in terms of seeding. What we know unequivocally are these two rivals are prepared to play in what we would consider not just any regular season game, perhaps a little more on the line than you might expect.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Anthony is out there with the kid. Then there's Buckets. Then it's Brooks. And it's Pierce in at the small forward. Hammonds is out there with A-Train. Then there's Edwards. Then there's the general. And it's Harris in at the shooting guard position. Here's the kid. Now here's Pierce. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. He misses the free throw. No good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Hammonds passes to A-Train, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Pass to the kid. To the middle, here's Brooks. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Here's the general, covered by Anthony. Edwards against Pierce. Shot clock at 5. Passes it to the general. From deep three-point range. They get it again. A-Train. Oh, that's blocked. And there's the pass to Anthony. Puts it up from 12. Nice jump shot. Good.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Now here's Edwards. 11 points for him in that last game again. Pierce against Harris. From deep. Here's Hammonds inside. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Brooks.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Cans it from downtown.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Edwards against Pierce. To stop the run. Edwards, that's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Anthony. We saw him with 29 points last game. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's the general, covered by Anthony. A-Train, the pass to Edwards. Pass to the general, just 5 to shoot. It's up a 3, but they'll get another chance. Pass to Hammonds. Harris outside. Poked loose. Outside Pierce. Outside Anthony. Back to Pierce. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Buckets. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good. Early on, players vying for larger roles and more minutes, and Doris, always interesting to see how all of that materializes.
Yeah, Kev, I think unless you have a veteran team who's maybe been in the playoffs and established themselves, there's nothing set in stone yet. Obviously, guys are looking to prove themselves from the very moment that ball is tipped up in the air. And who gets a rhythm early? Who starts off strong? Let's see.
I'm looking forward to it as well. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. The general passes to Edwards. Here's Hammonds. Here's A-Train, and it's blocked. Harris kicks to Edwards. And at last, they get one to fall. Edwards got his second bucket of the game to go. Gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Anthony with it. Passes to Pierce. Here's the kid. Jacks up a three. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Harris. The pass to the general. Shot clock at 6. First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Brown is checked in for Harris. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Brown against Pierce. Some solid defense from Brown. Pierce has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's the general. That one a little long.
That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
Here's the kid. He had 13 points in the win again. Brooks dishes to Anthony. Out to Brooks. Shoots over Brown. Here's Anthony. And it's blocked. And it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. So both teams changing it up here. Six to shoot. Buckets passes to Black, and he lays it straight in.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Cowboy. Here's the lob to the hoop. Here's A-Train. Pass to T. Releases. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Buckets passes to Anthony. Here's Black. There's the pass to the machine. Anthony against Edwards. For 3, Harris. That one misses.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
Here's the machine. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The game is shifting towards skill and finesse, but there are those players who thrive in this league who are like bulldozers and force the issue inside.
Well, a guy like Blake Griffin, who is such a physically gifted basketball player, enters the league as one of the great dunkers, but has now added a three-point shot, still can play bully ball. But for me, the most ferocious at-the-rim scorer and the guy who's probably most underrated aspect of his strength is the Greek freak. Giannis Antetokounmpo at the rim. Good luck and good night.
I don't know how you do it, right? I mean, how do you defend it?
Impossible.
Indeed. Walton's checked in for Edwards. Second free throw, no good. opening pretty grave so far, about 23%. T, guarded by Harris. T, the pass to A-Train. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. That's off as well, so he misses both.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
The quick look, no good that time. Pass to T. Brown outside. To the paint, passes it to T. Here's Walton. That one off the back iron and out. Here's the machine. And it's blocked by Brown, and he gets it back. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Home team on D. 6-point game. Here's the machine. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
.158 left to play in the first quarter. T, guarded by Harris. T, the pass to Brown. Robinson with the block. Here's the machine. Walton defending. Robinson down low. Brown's there. Here's the machine. Count that one. The machine's got his second bucket of the night.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
The kick out to Brown. Five to shoot. And it's blocked. They recover it. And it's Walton missing. Gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Here's the machine. Here's Black. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. This is his first chance at the line tonight. Free throw missing. Hammonds, he's checked in for A-Train. He doesn't get the second one. Here's Hammonds. Guarded by Harris. Here's Cowboy. And it's denied. Kicks it to Harris. Pass to Black. Here's the machine. Uses the glass to finish the layup. The machine's got 6.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, Greg, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
T, guarded by Harris. Over to the wing. Here's Hammonds, and he dunks it down.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to wrap.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam. And so it's the visiting team with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
Walton is out there with Cowboy. Then it's Hammonds. Then there's Brown, and it's T in at the 1. Here's Brown. The pass to Cowboy. No good. Some solid defense from Robinson. Being about 42% so far. They've got Harris. Lights out there with buckets. Then it's the machine, and it's Robinson. Two guard. Dishes it to Harris. And it's blocked by Brown, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Harris is checked in for Brown. Four on the clock. Here's Robinson. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris is out there with T, and it's Cowboy. Then it's Walton, and it's Hammonds in at the center position. And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a three. He might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building three. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
No good on the free throw. Brooks checked in for lights out. And the second free throw, good. Now Harris. He had a 15-point outing in their last game again.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
The machine is out there with Pierce. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Harris. And it's Brooks in at the 5. T, the pass to Walton. He kicks it to Harris. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
The general's checked in for T. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And here is Harris. He's coming off a 10-point game again.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort. And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Here's Pierce. It's blocked. Here's Hammonds. 14 points from him the last game again.
And don't discount the defensive presence, guys. He racked up 3 blocks for the game.
Left side, Harris. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Clock at 6. Here's Cowboy. Brooks covering. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
2 shots. Foul. 2.
Of course, here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive #1 pick, he's going #1 regardless of roster construction.
2 shots.
But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
Edwards, he's checked in for Walton. And Harris drops them both. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside Anthony. Pierce kicks to Anthony. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the call will be against Red Hot. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
Brooks, left side. And the foul called on Edwards. That's foul #2 for him.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
Now here's Anthony. Not a lot of room. 5 on the clock.
What outstanding defensive anticipation and a poor decision passing.
Hammonds passes to Cowboy. Stolen away. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. Gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Harris looking it over. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Knocks down the 10-footer. Harris has got 5 points now this quarter. Here's the kid, guarded by Harris. Brooks outside. Pass to Anthony. Shot clock at 5. Back to Brooks. And it's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. A-Train, he's checked in for Cowboy. Here's the General. Pass to A-Train. Now Edwards. High post try. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. Gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Here's the kid, guarded by Harris. Now here's Anthony. Pierce. It's deflected. Here's Hammonds. And a missed layup. Outside Robinson. Pass to Brooks. Here's the kid. Off target from outside. To the inside. Here's A-Train. Rejected by Pierce. And Brooks. Here we go. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Well, it's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
And both free throws good for Brooks. Gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Anthony against Edwards. Now the pass to the General. Here's Hammonds. 5 to shoot. And it's blocked. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. At 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Anthony with it, picked up by Brown. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, free throw shooting is a constant cause of concern for them, and today that concern has been front and center.
And he sinks the second. Being 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Here's Edwards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. The machine's checked in for Brooks. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Anthony looking it over. Six on the shot clock. He dishes it to Black. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Pass to A-Train. Rebounded by Anthony.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Down low. Passes it to Black. Outside, Pierce. And it's blocked by Brown. Edwards with it. He's got 8. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Both teams will make substitutions. That one is no good. It's Pierce on the wing. Edwards defending. Pierce against Edwards. Second chance shot. They get it back. Goes up again, and Walton sends it back. Brown the pass to T. .156 left here in the second. Now Edwards. 8 points for him. The pass to A-Train. Fades and shoots. He can't get that one. Been terribly up to this point. Just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Here's Black. Pass to the machine. They need this one, and he sinks the layup. The machine's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Edwards against Pierce. It's tipped. There's a minute left now here in the second, and they pick up 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Edwards. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there from Pierce.
And a 2-for-1 is there for them if they want it.
Well, you're trying to end the quarter the right way. It takes awareness and it takes discipline.
Black kicks to Anthony. Now the dish to Pierce. Tough night continues. Shooting a woeful 1 for 9.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Walton. So both teams making some changes here. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Here's Anthony. Some solid defense from Brown. T the pass to Cowboy. Inside. To the middle. The tray. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we finished one half of basketball. The away team up 9. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. There. And I'm Kevin Harlan. Checking out the visiting team. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
You know what, Ernie? I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, obviously, they were outshot. I thought they mailed it in too many times in terms of their effort. People weren't moving, they weren't screening, and they definitely weren't hustling. They need to hit the ground running to be competitive in the second half, or they could get blown out.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One guy has been getting it done as the machine.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Here's the general. They've got Harris. A-Train is out there with Hammonds. Then there's Edwards. And it's the general in at the point guard. Pass to Edwards. And Anthony sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Edwards. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Edwards got 10 points in the game. At a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. They've got Brooks. Buckets is out there with Pierce. Then it's the kid, and it's Anthony in at the 1 spot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. So he comes up empty, missing both. To the paint. Here's Edwards. Here's Hammonds. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Hammonds got his second basket.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Anthony, the pass to Buckets. Basket counts. Buckets got his second bucket tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
The general passes to Edwards. Rejected by Pierce. Passes to Buckets. Here's the kid. Outside Anthony. Kicks to Pierce. From deep three-point range, but they recover it. Another shot, and that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. So it's the visitors now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Shot clock at 3. The 3 from Anthony.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's the kid, outside Anthony. The pass to Buckets. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And he can't hit the second. Gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. A-Train, the pass to the general. Edwards against Pierce. Here's the general. A step-back shot here. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Anthony with the defensive effort. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Pass to Buckets. They get a hand on it. Harris outside. Rejected by Pierce. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pierce. Robinson's checked in for Buckets. Here's the general, covered by Anthony. Here's the general, hits the jumper in space. The general's got 5.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
The kid passes to Robinson. Dishes to Brooks. Out to Anthony. 6 to shoot. Passes it to A-Train. Nice D from Brooks.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Pass to Hammonds. Here's the general. Pierce covering. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And there's the pass to the kid. Now, here is Robinson. Shot clock at 6. And it's blocked. Pass to the general. This one for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 8.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Anthony, the pass to the kid. Robinson finds Anthony. Pass to Brooks. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 3 assists now in this one.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. T, the pass to Hammonds. T, guarded by Harris. Fires, high post, and the jumper falls for him. T's got his first points of the night. Here's Robinson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Black. He kicks to Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the pass to the machine. It's hauled in by Brown.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's the machine. 10 points for him. Pass to Brooks. The shot misses. Gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Brown, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And he's got his first free throw of the game. No good on the free throw. Buckets. He's checked in for the machine. That one drops. He ties it up.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Harris passes to Buckets. And here is Harris. To the inside. Brooks kicks to Black. Fires the 3. That shot off. Doing it well here in the third, about 50%. To the middle. Here's Hammonds. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Both shots good from the stripe. And pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Now here is Robinson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Harris passes to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And that's now 10 points for Brooks.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Brown outside. There's 1:40 left to play in the third. Fires it up. They get it back. And the basket by Walton.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Passes it to Black. Pass to Brooks. Rebound by Hammonds. Hammonds got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Out to the right wing. Now the pass to T. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Hammond's shot is off.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Pierce is checked in for lights out. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Being around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. Here's Pierce. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Harris's shot is off.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The first one falls. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Brooks, the pass to Pierce. Back to Brooks. Shoots it. Arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down. Brooks has got 6 here in this quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The home team leading by just 1. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Cowboy. T is out there with Brown. Then it's Hammonds. And it's Walton in at the small forward position. Right side, Pierce. Outside, Anthony. To take the lead. Brooks, the pass to Pierce. Trying to get open is Brooks. The shot by Pierce will not go. Being 28%, a rocky performance for them offensively. It's good from long range. So it's the visitors now, trailing by 4. Anthony, the pass to Harris. Inside, Buckets, good, and Harris gets the assist. 8 points for Buckets.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Kicks it to Walton. To the wing right side. Down low. And Walton throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Pass to Hammonds. T, guarded by Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Misses the 3.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Yep, it counts.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
The kiddies checked in for Harris. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
To take the lead, and he drops that one in.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Passes to Edwards. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. The general passes to Hammonds. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 13 rebounds. Anthony against Harris. And there's the pass to the kid. And here's Pierce. Pass to the kid. Launches a 3. Rebound by Hammonds. Hammonds. Rejected by Pierce. Anthony right side. There's the feed to Brooks. Oh, that's blocked. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Harris. Comes up empty down low.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
The shot by Pierce will not go. Gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Got a hand on it, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Passes it to the general. There's the triple. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Anthony. Here's the kid with the shot. Rebound by Hammonds.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Pass to Edwards. Here's A-Train, covered by Anthony. A-Train, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. No good on the second free throw.
Yeah, he gets them the lead at the free throw line despite the one miss.
Here's Pierce. It's hauled in by Harris. Hitting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. It's blocked. Buckets passes to Brooks. He scores his sixth bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Edwards with it. There's the pass to the general. Five to shoot. Pass to Hammonds. Excellent D there from Anthony. Gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Brooks, the pass to the kid. To the paint. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's the general. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Here's the kid. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
He's off on the first. So he comes up empty at the line. Gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Lets it go from 11. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Here's A-Train. Brooks covering. Brooks grabs the board. Brooks has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Can't cash in from close range. Getting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Pierce against Edwards. Passes it to A-Train. To end the drought, and the layup is up and in.
Well, as soon as you recognize the size mismatch, you have to attack.
Pass to Pierce. Brooks with it. Anthony right side. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Second free throw, no good. Here's Hammonds. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Edwards with the stuff. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down. And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes, a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Red Hot.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
Outside Pierce. That one, no good.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
A-Train, the pass to Edwards. And it's blocked, and it ends up out of bounds, and they retain possession. Here's the general, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Being only 35% in the fourth quarter, the offense looking a little rickety. It's Pierce on the wing from downtown. Offensive rebound, buckets, takes it up with both hands and rips it down. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Edwards against Pierce. Oh, here's Edwards. He's covered closely, misses from short range.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort, you see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Anthony, the pass to Brooks. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Pierce against Edwards. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's blocked. Here's the kid. Misses the wing check.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Here's Hammonds, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
That one misses. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's the kid. No good on the triple.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Oh, here's Edwards. Guarded closer. Just 4 to shoot.
Timeout.
Guys, your thoughts?
And I think they've got enough time to try and get the ball inside. And unless they get a wide open look on the perimeter, that should be what the focus is. Even if you miss at the rim, you've got a good chance to maybe try and draw a foul.
Here's Anthony. And time expires. Fantastic defensive play to seal the win. And so the home crowd treated to a win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.